Siniesta 20, Ronaldinho 21, Manono 22, Adopenya friends Puskas 23, Jazino 24, Nazagi 20, 50. Less no Wumusa na me say e beto join for say ESPN for the ratings on go fire and so the free but enya ba wi ntino no de Max.
Yeah, Andy.
Ma yenin koma ya ma ne ye hwese.
Well, of course, ESPN listen, they're very tall, so like a big hamre. A big broma me so many omonya adwene.
Okay.
And a bisu my be amene omoya adwene. So biaso research ba sa na be. Because mostly I know opinionated players ni bi wa ye hwe we saw them in action. It says Zidane, Ronaldo senior, Ronaldinho money ade. Ebi so ho a ye beti ni ye read about this, so we did not just feel it. Nti ebi mo ma many omonya am say players ni bi de kira say nkomo ball mo ni ebi so we ni mo a see ye omo kwa kire ho baby. But nne me pesa me hwe bi about the Ballon d'Or kakra. Also this season no obia expectant one. The entire expectant is say 1 2 3 4 players are in a few say ebia they deserve a ma attention here great. But sometimes ebia kwaya say be only 2 players and not 1 player. A ma attention and great. Why am I saying this? Also for the past 3 years the Ballon d'Or changes are bemo. First nanka ye the calendar year from January to December. Etinka season ye bought 1 season we are the other season the bare half of it to me count. But on Martin we say yes I did. A lot of controversy ever. So if this is the case at this time the call season is straight away. And season we have August 1 to July 31 because we say most contracts end July 31. Until August 1 to July 31 until we are in the month of July if I'm right. Until they call July 31st now. Na say ya close door ne bibia. Until the other way no enter down your day and count it. So if that is the case there. The SCA when say almost a club and country. And to be performing very well or club, it be so performing well our country, be so the two in the boom. And the be a member performing well our country, make me aje. Also be performing well our club, obey to me aje damn so I'm performing well our country. This is how it goes. But Ballon d'Or and Casano, oh share senya the normal yenna. Because a year voting ya need to be and follow the same trend. The trend keeps changing. Intending as ya hwene ya adwebe so omu wie but enye wie mu because nipa na eto aba no omo hwe the greatest moment in the season no and then a call so what the players did be when they created some moments no ni no to me this way the awards no. And I keep saying this because the criteria na ba ko no obi a waji bia the same criteria say ye the more bia me max or many problem and maka say every player who will be shortlisted no or deserve award no. Their can say or member votes when they bring the highest number of votes, not the award. Why am I saying this? In 2010, what happened? Lionel Messi won the La Liga. At the expense of Wesley Sneijder on a J treble with Inter. But it was Messi who won the award. Okay, 2010. Even at the World Cup, Don Andres and yesterday Xavi Messi win La Liga. They went on to win the World Cup and all that. But not player also J treble let's say Sneijder. Messi beat him to the award. Even Sneijder was at the final of the World Cup of Lusu to Spain. Now we came back to 2013, if I'm right. Yes. In 2013, when a J award, it was Cristiano Ronaldo, so Bekaya. And Ronaldo and major title. The only title they won was the Super Copa. At that time, Rubenio said Frank Ribery Bilal. J treble. But yet, Ribery when the second crowd hand the third because it was Messi who played second. And Ronaldo won the award. Now, over down to 2014, Ronaldo won the Champions League. But at the World Cup, Portugal in free group stage. Okay, group now no move with Ghana, if I'm right. Or more in free group stage. Now, Messi at that World Cup, I think so called final, edge the golden ball. Now, Ronaldo won the award because we thought that the performance Ronaldo gave to Madrid in the Champions League was a miracle. He won the award. Now, over down, look at Modric in 2018. Andy, also J, best player of World Cup. He won the award, of course, or J Champions League, don't forget, with Real Madrid. But not that Champions, I think the best player in there was Ronaldo. If Ronaldo had not moved, and I say be a World Cup, Portugal was so Moka Krebe, you could have won it. Now, look at Modric won it. Why am I saying all this? The entire American say, to mean judge one single tournament, and because of wage tournament to win so Ballon d'Or. Because these are the examples I've given. And in reality, how does it go? Rivaldo ne called trophyless, but oje Ballon d'Or. But any of those times. But since I did back what me say, Chris, player be or beje Ballon d'Or in recent times. They are at least the semi-final of the Champions League. So make it. But what I say? In 2010, Messi was there at the semi-final. Don't forget, say Inter ne yom. Now Ronaldo 2014, they won the Champions League. In 2013, they were there in the semi-final. Luka Modric won the Champions League with Ronaldo before winning the World Cup in 2010. Or the World Cup winning ball in 2018. But just what him Nasia. It the man who said the Champions League need play major factors, at least not winning it, but you get to the semi-final. Here we go. Obia Hurricane Ephraim. It is only because Hurricane enya title, which I agree. But let's check something out. Say Oji the European Golden Boot. Na Oji La Liga top scorer. Euro no cry stand to be, I think so a joint top scorer if I'm right.
Euro no 6. I'm 6.
6 joint. So Euro joint top scorer. Bundesliga top scorer. European Golden Boot and Champions League top scorer. And he was also there in the semi-final of the Champions League. Well, but I hadn't saying at least or hold you on, because the last criteria is at least you hold on to a trophy. And now Hurricane. Say if Kane would have Zenka Euro Kane to make JR, and I think say Obejine, but I think he still deserves to be mentioned. Again, Oba Lautaro Martinez, Obi I think say also need to be mentioned because one, on says we are Serie A best player, also Serie A top scorer. We are Copa America top scorer. Even if Mukas are not the bench, I agree. But player from the bench scoring most goals than all players at court tournament is a mark because those things don't even happen. It's a player or better not bench. You be no I just top scoring now. But also the behind they say Champions League and at least went to be a movie and calling him. Now the Jude Vinicius Junior account. These are my top 4. But Jude was the best player in La Liga. Vinicius was the best player in the Champions League. But and they were also there in the semi-final. And since I think this for Rodri, they made Ephraim Kakra. Don't forget, so also Champions League, also only City so-called semi-final. Quarter na City in it, may Rodri Ephraim. Because he could, yes, now, Ali, you make the semi-final, may Rodri Ephraim. Of course, or Euro best player there, but may Ephraim. So, Kandia, Mbappe's may Ephraim.
Okay.
May Mbappe Ephraim. Also Champions League couldn't get there, and we were expecting Senka Euro no bubble say things are bad and far. But also Jude no in the Euros he did very well too. It's not just about winning the best player of the top scorer, but also moments of my Englander. Ubenya 1, 2, 3 moments be a otuminya ma Englander. Nasa Hurricane cry Jude say equalizing goal now. Also they said the goal for them to go move forward to the tournament. It clearly I think that between Vinicius Junior and Jude there's Senka we have talent Vinicius. But I think say Euro now Jude they can't. I think so. Mutu no make up for Jude. So I really feel say this will be my top 4, and whoever they vote for, I think our Lautaro Martinez there because of the Champions League that when pushing Kakrano, that might hurt him. It's Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior, and it be a Hurricane. And I think I'll go for Jude Bellingham. Yes.
So Christian, yeah. So also mama wa moranena memra.
Well, Man City any Edison case, you know, I think say as quickly as possible we resolve it. On say and then I read the article be a Pep say Edison Edison in number 1. Still in number 1. But say Saudi for neba next will betimi cash in on a branch of Edison. They will not hesitate to do so.
But Enra on say Pep answer to Kevin De Bruyne no kind of point blank say Kevin is staying.
Yes.
But Enra Edison there no say onim say Edison
onim the future. But in the same interview or say Edison remains the number 1. And the entire Pep ever tempted say Oma Edison kone say in the absence of Edison and the one that go post Edima Man City sa Stefano Tegano onim go da. And every attribute biana Edison wono ono so apart from say onim go ni da. In fact, goalkeeper there your basic responsibility is to stop air shot. But or any other additional quality biana and then no man added advantage. Edison in ball on say Pep a keeper bia ball apart from say unim dano o say nimbo Stefano Tegano so nim go ball pa. And last year a do stage bina a branch feno Edison prayer na Stefano Tegano ebe dem no and me sure say ye who difference cry see ebe kaya on my moment of the season Man City and Spurs Sa game na a Pep etranse no. Sa ball na I think say na song. Obi anim say son ahye ball na kura wie. Sa moment save na Abrante Fen Ederson your friend Otega no. Actually say in the absence of Abrante Fen no Ederson no. Stephen Otega enso actually say Andy he's up to the task. But transfer window no eko ni nyina no. So obeton a no aton ntem. So obeji cash na Andy no agi cash no. Na so akọ marketing no akọ possible replacement. Me sure say Abrante Fen Ederson eko. Na Man City marketing mu a omo nkopɛ number 1 no. Bia omo kopɛ do be deputy to Abrante a your friend Stephen Otega. And that's why I'm saying say as early as possible no omo nko marketing no nko play bia ono so betimi aba no besi akan e ama Man City. And the unse Premier League no ye teams bia omo na agi. And ye teams bia omo de ono ni main ani say yemwe season no na makam. Sa teams no omo de ani say ye kofa play aketwa bi ba ni atete no. Then we add value to the player 2 or 3 years later no ni aton sa player no. But one you very careful balancing say auto players and auto players no. And say you maintain your Premier League status no and yana din pau. Ye hu be paying. And who kai Sunderland. No more players pau. And then who share Sunderland and the Uhuno Championship or kra no hu ni ho ano. Say Southampton so tie. Players be a Liverpool players akese nyina no na Southampton for na efasa players no no match te omo a Sadio Mane mo pass through sa rank no na Liverpool aba be fa omo airton players no and the omo ni bo omo so no na omo ye relegated. Last year ye bo Premier League ni wie no Crystal Palace etosu edu no Andy who players e bo omo pa na Michael Olise Abrante Fen almost striker no Mateta and Eberechi Eze. As we speak now, Michael Olise is gone. Matisse Man City for Enso Eze. Abrante Fen Magehi so call Heroes no. Born or Koboy no. One shot they may not be able to keep him. And Tima Udi 10th in the season. Not 1 season later. Players are all torn no and the any players get to I have 3 key instrumental players are omudubo season no one shot Crystal Palace man not be able to keep them. So I transfer market now and the Omakofa Daichi Kamada sa Japan for player no see Academy Lazio no and Omakofa no Samsung Omakofa center back Abrante Fen Chadi Riyad Moroccan for player Moroccan player we see Academy I think say rare Betis Omakofa naba and the who so Omakofa Chadi Riyad ba no and I'm who said there be Omakofa center back aba the enti Omakofa center back aba ni say they are thinking of the possibility say one Magehi ebetimi akọ and in one transfer season one transfer window team Audi 10th under Oliver Glasner yeba in this season no players a boa Crystal Palace pa no and na your attack no almost Manchester United 4 almost I think say almost Newcastle 5-2. In fact 6 games to end the season no I'm dropping only 1 point per I'm only full of the ball 1-1 games now kanina no and they were scoring not less than 3 goals per game na Mateta Michael Olise and Abrante Fen Eze. So Michael Olise ko na sa Man City for so ba no mo fa ba Abrante Fen Eze ko na my game so so ntimi omantimi nkipuna and the one shot o ton de o Jessica say omoje Michael Olise omoje 50 million Matisse Eze ni release clause 60 million one shot my game so no bono Heroes no one shot be 60 million and you betimi age. So in one transfer window no one shot na Crystal Palace edge over bare 150 million pounds in one transfer window, but the quality of the players na kono. How possible are you going to replace these players? Why Nyanisa and the two Southampton, two Sunderland no one Crystal Palace may face the same fate.
Ma memra ho na mi chama no be ha na.
Na me show asam kasiasi. So Ghana football nim guase kase ba last season no. Afa na Ghana Football Association penny for the ho asem aba. I was here it gets down to the integrity of the game. Enti me ba fie na ma hwe RTU.
And ma mountie RTU kasamafo.
Okay.
Omo public relations manager here Mohammed Kayaba.
Okay.
Na wachire say omanya the verdict this very committee in the Ababo and Teno. Na RTU Penifo, the Ompes Omuyini.
Yes, we have received it yesterday. Question management is here to say and analyze it, go through it properly, dig deeper into that, and then we respond to that. By all means, we will have to respond to the verdict. Like I said, management, we are yet to see that management. You know, we just received it yesterday, and we're having other issues to address. So we are hoping to meet within the day, within the week, and then go through it before we also respond to the general public and Ghana Football Association. I'm not saying we are not fully satisfied. I mean, the club has been fined and some technical team members have been banned for 1 year. So that is what I'm saying. So through our discussions and all that, that will tell us the way, the next step that we can take as a management. And, you know, we have the opportunity to do appeal if there is a need for us to do that. And you also have the opportunity to tell them, okay, we take it in good faith. And so that is what I'm saying, that we say that management go through the verdict and then where we think that there's a need for us to do appeal, we do just that. So that is their decision. You know, they've done investigations and they have decided to come up with their verdict. So who are we to say that that is their opinion? Those saying that the players should have been sanctioned or fined, that is their opinion and they are entitled to that. Even before the verdict, we regretted of our actions, and that was why we accepted and also we pleaded for leniency. That what we did was unfortunate, but we also did that on the circumstances, due to the circumstances that we were in. It's clearly that the club, as we speak now, is in deep financial crisis. We don't have any headline sponsors. We don't have any source of income apart from one individual who is sponsoring everything. And so we are just hoping and praying that what we did will never in the history of Real Tamale United repeat itself again. We have learned a bitter lesson even before this verdict, and we have put in some measures in place to make sure that going forward, what happened will never happen to in Real Tamale United.
I am Mohammed Kayaba, I am the PRO, Edema RTU, na some de just omani down so and they were ready for the outcome. I never ba.
Yeah.
Say BBC be neba. The ombenye ekombe fa so mo de betete omo. Sa 100,000 utumu say the omo ye no 100,000 da o. Ah omo de betua. And na sa technical officials ya ban omo for 1 year no. Omo na sa omo krom kobo omo kobo division 1. Nya 1 year na mu no kwa akotene. Omo fa ho be. Hey,
em se be mfie be miensa ko enan mu ne Ghana football akwa hu ye mu pa ye sikasam ne enioma referee ni coach ni nyina no ye de to nchen a Ash Gold betting issue here by ye na the RTU ni Dreams FC game ni end 8-1. Dreams FC ye share RTU e kan wotwe mo timu baako na wo kan the disciplinary committee na nkasa enura FA communication e by ye na also the disciplinary committee has found that during the match day 28 against Dreams FC at the Theatre of Dreams, RTU and Real Tamale United did intentionally deceive the match officials during the said game by using unregistered players to impersonate officially registered players. There were cases, there were issue of ethics, there were disciplinary issues, there were quasi-criminal issues because impersonation omu forge documents, omu manipulate system no to play a game where boys no musi akaino nti at the end of the day RTU boys no go against Dreams FC no omu unqualified players, omu unregistered players, but in a professional Premier League no omu di omu si akain. Disciplinary committee of the Ghana Football Association tinase no osi abo RTU for 100,000 Ghana cedis and he has suspended 4 or 5 officials for just a year.
Yeah, 1 year.
Knowing the severity of the matter, FA Nankasa ethics code no or friend gross offense. Enti no krenye the disciplinary committee of the Ghana Football Association omo decision about here, but when no there yɛmfa ne sɛ anka ɔmo ka kyerɛ RTU for kwase yɛde akyɛ mo a anka mfa so wɔ so
ma munye bi me de akyɛ mo
yɛde akyɛ mo de ɔma yɛ no ɔma create the brony friend a bad precedent because obi koya you are not expecting a tough sanction sanity say yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛagorɔ na yɛdi wɔ Ghana ha no period yɛbɛyɛ adwuma na bibia totɔ na kwa mu no the RTU for need the decision of the disciplinary committee ne kyerɛ sɛ menya sure sɛ Ghana Football Association mpanyimfoɔ no ɔmo pɛsɛ football no nsosɔyɛ kɛseɛ bi etumi ɛbɛm enyina so bɛ na disciplinary committee ne gyina so take this decision ɔmo say article section 40 section 34 6D of the Ghana Football Association laws ka de wɔ hɔ sere kɛkɛ ɔse D commit any offense and or commit any offensive act not provided for above or make any offensive statement either verbally or in writing or is responsible for any conduct or any matter which is of the opinion of the association ungentlemanly, insulting, improper behavior and likely to bring the game into disrepute. I'm saying FA Nankasano RTU case we no omu who say a case into a more code of ethics, disciplinary code, Premier League regulations, all kinds, all these pages in and 200 pages. But the FA could not find any section or article in its own laws to punish RTU in a very professional way. Punishable offenses under the disciplinary code of the Ghana Football Association. According to the FA, no, say commit any offense or act not provided above into manipulation, forfeiture, forging, impersonation. Offense. It's according to the Ghana Football Association, the RTU and who are so keen any books. Just a case of, in the opinion of the association, the RTU offensive. And it has brought just the game into disrepute. That's the conclusion. Because that's the basis on which they took that decision, which is absolutely ridiculous. For the sanity of our game, RTU should go through the proper process. Now, Obisun Koyebium, Midi Kai me say, bear 2 or 3 years near, and Nyoma to Ghana Football Association paying for Brunbasia kids gloves. Omudi I say, Omudi diagrono, harding. What kind of preamble in some way what the ethics committee or more ethic code of the Ghana Football Association the GFA bears a special responsibility to safeguard the integrity and reputation of football in Ghana. The GFA is consistently striving to protect the image and especially the GFA from jeopardy or harm as a result of illegal, immoral or unethical methods or practices. What kind of preamble of the ethics, the code of ethics of the Football Association? Just how many RTU, I say Tom and Jerry, Kurani Okra, when funny say, and now we have funny say, when in that decision, are they truly safeguarding the integrity and reputation of Ghana football? As someone BBC for any Eurosports for discussing. I didn't go a brain. I say my final RTU 100,000 Ghana cedis, and I must suspend the officials for 1 year. Next season, the best size biome. Yanko Animajai. So this is the preamble. It's a way so grand. Yes, in the opinion of the association, what these people did have integrity and reputation. I was out to you say no, you demote you.
Say illegal, immoral.
No, criminal, ethical. There are discipline issues. The players were unregistered. They were unqualified players. They impersonated. They did impersonation. They manipulated the system.
Well,
you manipulate the system, no? FF will be a friend of match coordination meeting. Match commissioner, referee, so we na ko. Omo boys na too some member na match commissioner we. Then we fast no. And Tiankasa report by the Football Association. I was saying, the match commissioner did a poor job. So it's require suspending.
Yeah.
Because match commissioner, assembly by no, out you assembly the money who say, Obianya Hunty, yes, assembly seen a vacuum. A day before, we are see obi ati say RTU for no omo the fake players na be call the wakobo match and pampa omaye e nim guasia brain FNC 100,000 Ghana cedis they can go their way. So these are the general and 3 general duties, the rules of conduct for members of the Football Association. 3, that's section 13.3. Persons bound by this code shall appreciate the impact of their conduct. The RTU and was someone who said Ukraine or Denim Guasia brain. No cry omujitum say Nguasia na bananka almost resan can be in penny front and all of that, you know. So we can also move on. Jayanko enim. Dientia misusu say the RTU for one chomu enye. The ethics committee, ethics for because that case when I was at Medica was ethics committee tinaso. Not the name ran here juma. We our transfer my disciplinary committee. Not disciplinary committee so the name I'm running here juma. But Mrano depending on who side of the story, no, yet to me it be near the Biabeshe baby forgery. Persons bound by this code are forbidden from forging documents, falsifying authentic documents, and using forged or falsified documents. It's the kind first offense, forgery. A giant second offense, and falsification. Any first offense, and no crowd, no can 100,000. Manipulation of a match. Persons bound by this code are forbidden for being involved in the manipulation of a match or a competition and shall immediately report. There's a duty of reporting
to the ethics committee.
Absolutely. Inti RTU impending for no more far jeno. Sanke football near papa and was a bako. Edi kan kote ho say oh ye cry fire one dream say the fake players na babebo because the very moment you become a member of the association you have a duty to report and a duty to collaborate. Until they failed to report and they manipulated the game until they can a charge of forgery, a charge of falsification, a charge of manipulation. And these are the disciplinary measures. Football ni mu then you bet me warn you bet me reprimand you bet me fine you. So in the case of RTU no you fine you. Natural persons omo anom penifo no mugina ho no ya ban dey binum from taking part in any football related activities. Ho no na was say ban omo for life. O hwes asia ona you bet me transfer in terms of legal say RTU as a football club. Na was say the transfer ban to omo so yeah. In fact, the annulment of the match results, they said Dreams FC, and 3 goals, Russia more than 3 goals, 8-1, there still stands. I'm not sure said there will be any forfeiture of the game, but I think said now say you relegate RTU to a lower division. Because 100,000 fine there, and into forfeiture. Look, in all honesty, say FNE Yena Juma Pank, I wish say RTU Real Tamale United, there should be a replay. Now was here somebody biom. Dreams near out here. Yes, I was here somebody biom. Some penny. Yes, somebody biom. Now you're setting 8-1 record. You're setting it straight. Okay. Because the game was not competitive. Fantastic, Ajari. Okay, Ajari, yeah, the next one. Manipulation of matches. Medical kasa manipulation. Now, if someone directly or indirectly influences or manipulates the results, any aspect of the game, there's a fine of at least 100,000. So the FA decided to give them the least fine. The least fine. Now, okay. The FA will raise arguments. RTU for no credit come bet you anyway. But Bonino Mudi, and once we train 100,000 Ghana cedis. If players engage in such behaviors, belonging to the match which was sanctioned without forfeiting, in question may be declared illegible. And for now, ball matches no yes, I know mano. 1 year banned there. It is unfortunate. Let's move on. So the disciplinary code, the ethics code, forgery. Offer ethics code, offer disciplinary code. Ni na wom. Oko FIFA for no krankasa disciplinary code. It talks about forgery. It talks about manipulation, but football hano. Fixed matches, any matches of convenience, per the articles of the Football Association were defined as a predetermined a predetermined score line involving two clubs. That definition of FIFA for them. The burden of proof. And some of say a fixed match, no. According to the FA's own regulations, no. I was say 8 teams menu. Is it always the case? There be 8 teams menu that they be almost fixed matches.
But Akube decided to wait.
Of course.
And obey so.
There are problems. There are problems with just a hacking. Anyone who in a football related forges documents in a football related activity or falsifies an authentic document or uses forged or falsified document will be sanctioned with a fine or a ban of at least 6 months.
6 matches.
6 matches, sorry. And not less than, not specific, but of not less than 12 months. Let's move on to where within the disciplinary code. Forfeiture. And until I make say a football match 3-0, 11 aside 3-0.
8-1.
8-1 there. I think it will still stand. If ineligible players are fielded in the competition, the GFA judicial body taking into consideration the integrity of the competition concerned may impose any disciplinary measure, including forfeiture, and declare the club or member ineligible to participate in a different competition.
Matu asi the entire thing can say RTU for no.
Yeah, do go Division 2,
lower division cry.
Division 2 never so
it is clear here.
It is so clear. The laws are clear. But Mako choose 34-6D. I feel you. Yanko di majari where they are quick and we are unqualified player. So Yahoo forfeiture. Yahoo forfeiture, Yahoo forgery, Yahoo falsification, Yahoo manipulation, Yahoo unqualified players. Impersonation. So RTU will bear 6 charges.
And no one has to 100,000.
Masa football no. And meaning there's FIFA 4 code of James the last one. The very last one. So you forfeit a match if you failed an unqualified player. It is clear in its own laws. They know it.
This is not ambiguous.
It's so clear. They know. You know what I mean? They know. I think the FIFA area. Okay, offenses by
GFA officials, clubs,
and also Kenya. There are indications. The Ghana Football Association is mandated by FIFA's disciplinary code to report immediately to FIFA. Yes, me assure says a FIFA. My kind FIFA for decisions from the start of this year till date. Sad case they see RTU dream section a being serious that.
So young kind.
A being serious that into a landmark ruling.
Yeah.
I mean, FIFA anymore no. To save the integrity of our game.
FIFA didn't.
Yeah, FIFA for definition of manipulation, match of convenience, fixed matches. They're different from Ghana there.
Different.
I don't know. Yeah, so different. Yeah, the crime be a show say I will say 2 teams no collaborating and sana a fixed match. But in game of convenience there. It shouldn't always be the 2 teams. Even the players involved no collaborate a game of convenience without collaborating. So we have a problem with our laws. And baby so you're favorable to the system. You bet me up Rani B. And you bet me in a certain way. And unfortunately, it involves the president of the Ghana Football Association team, Dreams FC. They knew about it. And president of the Football Association also has special interest to case because it gets down to the integrity of our game. The very moment a game lose integrity, and I think this ruling is one of the worst decisions the disciplinary committee of the Ghana Football Association taking the last 10 years. It's so unfortunate.
Very, very unfortunate.
It's of impersonation. Players now omoji two say menye Andy, but me kobo in place of Andy. No, what happened to those players?
Decision I'm making any way on them.
So you see how a decision more of a consent decision. Me say I'm from Andy. And you actually some boy na me kobo no. Yem from Andy. And magia tum say me bobo no in the name of Andy. When I know I am not Andy, the decision came. Me am do two mu am impersonating somebody else. No, I go scot free. Oman Penny Kufo can say me say. asembisi Ghana asia ni afa sledgehammer edi kokunda fly say sledgehammer there and senke di kumu akese but Ghana has asembi ba depending on where you stand no na ekukura asem ne kakraka but we there asem no so eyo so no na e de catapult tire na ekukun so no. We are now using catapult to kill an elephant and we are not serious. We are not serious at all. Yeah, you find R2 say
100,000
converted to dollars, $6,450, and you are finding R2 less than $7,000 for the offense at R2 committee.
Our charges.
The severity of the cost of the idea na R2 year, no. A whole fine a buy, no, and less than $7,000, and you are finding R2. Etene say. Bibi say be see next year. Na ma yesa aboni we ama aboa obi. Na ni pakro betime tua san fine na mame a what they prevent him from doing it. Andy they prevent him say menye sai biem. Na say mre no ko last one. The biara me pay the causes and the effect. Arutu aye boni. They need to be punished. But how did we get here? R2 a quite best na R2 baby modru no. Why we are addressing the effect, you know? Let's go back and look at the causes, the reason why we got to where R2 ebedru ye no. And yes kasem me sure say R2 all things being equal. Say yes kasem a nka R2 nya de omoye ye no.
The PR said it in the voice boy.
And R2 omonye an isolated case. Ghana Premier League teams now facing the situation of R2, you know, and the bare 90% of Ghana Premier League clubs, you know, facing R2 situation. You know. How do we address the causes, but not only the effect? It was China. Say on the oyere ko boy Jamai now punish you in Nigeria, and the dear nama the ko boy Jamai. If you don't address it, oban besa ko boy Jamai bimu.
Mamenko time aso na yini nkomba na Chris Ebetos Maxwell enso ewa ha se beba na Maxwell so de ne de e account na fi the other stories ewa nyina no ye de ni nyina ba because say kokotokwa so heart aso e mediema na inso chairman so no ebe represent Ghana ewo the CAF Confederations kam ni nyina no ye ba ye de ho nsem enso eba abai bibia boko de
nyanko pando minu abe ma bibia ko so boko
dem ya si anope ye ni nkomo ye
yo be me na me da sipi eni akwanya wo de amame anope me de nchie mo de pa ebe free time asue amo bibia OTP 95.7 FM so me do for pa ebreso say na time ye ba betna se dia na mo amunim se ayaresa bre apomden bre e na adru so a ye de ebre ye tiefo ene yahwefo enyina me do for pa da me betna se me ka kiro se apomden mapade eno ene minu mienu ye japade ana ye leader so enu nti ni kwan se ye toto ya pomuden ase enu nti na da bia time here ba for jebre eba pure FM ha enu be twetwe nkomo for pomuden ehum na ye ekoso akai wo se ye di nu akasie mienu abedwa so edro ni de di nkan no aye time herbal mixture aye malaria fever dro tatashe me do pa se June July mu na ye wei se nso na etoto pa enu nti amantontom so aba no kwasem ni se abantontom so bekawa enu odi oyo ne kese e di bre ni padua ye malaria no enu nti bi so pedro ni binom se malaria bo ni padua nim ama wa hohye eja wutipaye eja wawo eja wa hututuo obi si ma hututuo aka ne ho me so edro no eye TIME ya the time about mixture anasa ne capsules enso aba no kwasem se edro we se ne de wono no mo a boost immune system no e ma wo nkomo wo ni padua mu no kwasem ni se wo ma hoden no gina me pa ewo ni padua ni emu yenroi enye na ewo pharmacy shop herbal shop chemical shop baby a wo kwa duduo bi a wo pe onsa ebetumi aka me so wo patase hadia for when each them NNA pharmacy aha bro sign up your FM e was run wo mo wase ubodura ho no mo time herbal mixture time herbal mixture and the capsules no duduo bia wonsa ebetumi aka na manogu so meka say e bia na o hweme ana o tie me na o pesa oni doctor twetwe nkomo e fa se bi wapomuden ho obi okro pesa oni doctor di nkomo no kire ne kwan a wodi na didie ebe fa so number no ye 0244 417669 0244 417669 made for part time ye number ye didi dwuma no eno no eno nti wo nsa ka no for say your friend Dr. Penny no natural how ene oya dim efa kire no ene ye twetwe nkomo kakra afa time e cheche about mixture anasa ne capsules no kwasem ni se etiefo ne ahwefo time herbal center for there mo amudi adanse se ye no bi edi bedwa so bia no kwasem ni se dro no eya na ahoden ewom a ede bresu tutu yade ase na time e cheche about mixture ne capsules there edi twam kura edro na no eden edro no ano na papa na edro wadwuma edi nyina ne se eye ye nkomo wo ye nipaduam eye asrafo no mo nipaduam a wo mo bo nipadua no ho ban se be ya yade bi entimi fa kwati kwan so mewura nipaduam no eno na edro ni siesie wo mo ede maye esan se ye hwe obi a ya na ni immune system ahode no ewo fom a eya yade etimi bobo ne basa ana yade bi etimi beto hye ne so empofiri mu na wunya time herbal mixture anasa ne capsules na sa wono no modi a ebeboa ma asrafo mu nipaduam no ana immune system na ahode no ebekosoro ebasa no a yade bi etimi bobo nwura wu nipaduam mfa konya ntena so da ye hwe obi a ni immune system ahode wo soro a ya na eden say yade ebetumi abeto ahye sa nipa ne so obi kretimi ka se wono be se mfie nu memfie du benfie duenu kwenu onko hospital da adentia kyerese ni immune system na hode no wo soro ye pa sa nipa no nim ebi wo ne tie ne yabonso no musuwa na ekọ obi wo ne yefunu ne ono musuwa na ekọ adentia kyerese ne nkomwa no ahode no mudi boni padua no ho ban no ahode no wo soro time herbal mixture anasa ne capsules no wunya bi na wono no mo a eno na ebeboa wo amasa bi immune system na ahode no wo fom no atumi SCP ta ediama wo na no kwasem ni sesa wo kra wo de no ewo soro san ko pedro ni bi na san no mfa ka ho na bo modern san fa boa ema enkomo na ho de no entumi NCP ta enfama yenye nim se yade efe ni se COVID-19 eba ye no ye hwe wo ma na omu immune system ho de na ewo fom a yenim de etu bebre san ye kan fo dro ni dia ma me dofo pa no madro ni bi no obi nim da yade ebebo ana obi nim ba bia yade no ebefri aba enu nti unya time herbal mixture anasa ne capsules na se wono no mode a ebebo bo ni padua ne ho ban abra immune system ho de no atumi SCP ta wo ni padua mu no yare bia ntimi mebo nwura mu emefa konya entena so time herbal mixture yese no nefasi ban ebo ban ewo ni padua nim efri yade awodo nyina ho edro ni nya na ewo pharmacy shop herbal shop chemical shop baby awokwa wo benye bi ato na no kwasem ni se yedroi de bia ye betena fidie so ye ka kira wo se wo yare de dro so kro dro no betumi anom bi esanse esiesie wo nkomwa edi ama wo no na wodi wodro no awoda so e ka woni padua no ema ayaresa no eba ntentem enu nti obi a wo yare de dro so no enka se dro we die me yare me wo medro menom enu nti mintimi enom nka medro ho de bi time herbal mixture ne capsules no entisa obetimi anom asan de wodro no awoda so no asan aka woni padua eba ne sa ema yaresa no eba ententem pa enu achi no ye kanfo ma ye maame ne papa no mu a mumfie ekọ animu no de bia etra fidie so e ka kira wo se empanisi dua wo ho enyini a na epo na ebem maame unyini papa unyini sabi onkomo no ahode na abafom enu nti wo wa nante kakra bia na wabre wo nante kakra bia wusisi na eya wo ya obi maame timi kasa na kuma no ya na ebon intentempa wogene ho ba bia enye yenum nyina ya yare nketen a onkomo ho de no abafom no enam so ama abebo awre ni padua mu a edi ni padua ni enya na maame papa unya time herbal mixture anane capsules na sawo no mo dia ema onkomo ana wasrafo no a wo mu woni padua mu wo mu bo woni padua ne ho ban no wo ma ho de na akosoro no na sisi yade bia woni padua ne so efiri ho sabi wakoma ebo ntentem na efiri ho wani so ebiri wo echini wo na efiri ho time herbal mixture anane capsules no ena ye kanfo edi ama ya hwefo eni yetiefo enyina ya number ni 0244 41 76 69 0244 41 76 69 no kwasem ni se anopai o ye bema na se o hweme a me kan for time herbal mixture e de amount so se bema wudi madanse se na nse wa wagya tumu se immune system no ahode no aba fom enu nti ama na nse wo ho na ensuo mfitemfita na efiu bema na eba obi simi de bema no kra na emu kikampa ya na emu kra nso ehyehyeme me bema ne mu dwa me megime ho ba bia enye ensawansawa bebre atiate se wo bema ho bema ojonso sema sei ojonso ne mu apai mienu ba akunam benkum ba akunam nifa obi se mejonso sema no mejonso de miakakra bi na babontin de aka nyina na tama yase enu ti de bia mama yase dudu na ma yase ye me ya time echeche ba me sha bema na unya droi na se wono no ma ebeboa wo ebe yi sa ha ni nyina e de free ho de ma wo esanse wo gye tum se sensunsuanso a mebobɔ so yi se ebi wo bema mu a eti ma ye mre e wo mpam obi okra ne bema ne na ehi bema ne fon na efon yenum de na ma ne empe se bi bema obema ne esha e ma no wo mpe enu ti kopeta me cheche ba mesha anasa ne capsules ne no na abra wo de ye wodro no na no pa anwumre anopa anwumre no ebebo yi yade bia betena obema mu de free ho na ebasa no a obede wo ho afri se bi yade ne ensem na wo no oba kra nso san ehie mu a utumi bo adwuma ne yie pa e ma oba no nani eje sa ne ye kanfo ede ama wo ba bia wo immune system ahoden aba fom na wo ho a wo hu enso mfitemfita e wo bem anampo se bi eyi ti se akatoa wo ba bi si mahimfie ho no ya na ho kekame e ho ti mi dwa me amegem ho ba bia enye obi si ensuo na egu mi no kra no aja pampan boni nyina achi kra no asama mahimfie ho kwan ne abie enu ti bi ne be medi mpemu agra ya na dede kakra e wachire unya time echeche ba mesha anasa ne capsules na se wono no mo a ebebo sanse ebustu immune system no na sa ya de nkitikiti we nyina e wo bem a enu so wo de bre na oyi ni nyina afiri ho maako e de amawo enu ti bi nua ba bia wo haw e wo bem anampo sese bi wa himfie ho no haw abetena ho yade abetena ho no time echeche ba mesha anasa ne capsules no enu na ye kanfo e de amawo oba de bia metafide so me ka kire wo se ukoko a o papa ana ma me e de agya wo no e ye wa himfie enu ti di honi siesie ho ma ho nche ma ho ngo ma ho nya ewese e ba ne sa no oboba ugina mu se abele aba no time echeche ba mesha anasa ne capsules no borrow mo pharmacy shop herbal shop chemical shop baby a kwa ubenya bi ato me se wo panido so pom etu akotawa fa wani shem o NNA pharmacy e wo patase he ya wo borrow mo ho a time herbal mesha ubenya bi ato time echeche ba mesha ne capsules no dudu bia no onsa ebetumi aka wo so amiafo ni chem o aba pharmacy na me herbal dudu bia nso edru no onsa ebetumi aka ebusua ebre no ayebe ya moya reso no nkyerese time ye no ya dia no aduro e wo ho empanisi bi safo ho wonra kwan me sorry si gi number no na fe Dr. Penino kyerkyere wo ya die mu kyere no wo na wo da wugem e na wonim se die si efa ehyehyew etie me so number no ye 0244 417669 0244 417669 kaisa time no time ya da refo ne etefo ina ase
ti etefo na refo so eda ase pa na ye nto so pure 95.7 afegu so erin sem no ba Maxwell na ese na tena se me ko Maxwell nchen na meti but Max kwakula bi message odi aba o se andi the RTU Dreams match had all the elements of fraud, so the verdict is a miscarriage of justice, at best comic relief. It is not worse than the betting scandal between Asgold and Interlies. This is pure selective justice. The RTU players should sue the RTU and the FA for proper redress based on false misinterpretation. Max, and some year I changed the decision from the disciplinary committee, but this is what we have at hand. And from a decision we bear no material a lot of comments. And it looks like a lot of people are not happy with the decision from the disciplinary committee.
Yeah, we have not been happy for so long. And we still continue not being happy. So when are we going to be happy? That is the question. Because FNE the almost was they should make us happy. How? Because I saw Moye Ghana boy. So they are Ghana for a pep ball. And they bring us something to smile about. But what they are doing is directly the opposite. And Andy, as on my Ghana and say your problem, but your problem no, yen said down who the quantum of the problem we have. Yeah, bind they are not working for us. Yeah, institutions are not working for us. BBA they are working differently. For example, yen limit your home brady FA. They are omo yen yinani what they are doing for themselves. Themselves here, the so-called football people or more FA. They are doing it for themselves. They will never stop. So long as omunya benefits or the omuya nyadi ombejai. I say, oh yeah, business a business name mount a lot of money succeed. Ubejai business no. And the omuya they are gaining omunya wealth, omunya power, omunya fame, omunya bibiancho omunjai at the expense of the nation. But instant come mom na so omuya adwuma nation mom na nya sa ade no. And a system no mobile. So do you know what they do? In the media no say omo person omo yes our system ya de ombe ni say they will create confusion in the media. Because how they a politician will be better so no be radio and TV stations they bring. They use that to blindfold the people. It will be media no we see A we the same issue we see A we see B we see D. Into which we are confused so you don't know where to go. And I hope you understand. And they will also enter into the media. The same will have some people who will say it is good, others will say it is bad. I don't know the people listening, they don't know where to go and they are confused. No, it's not like that. Let me tell you why. One thing to make us on benefit. System no more building they say uwo ball no na wo oppose you they will throw you out. Say uwom na born the econo kasa into ubesoreti they will throw you out into ubesoro into untume nkasa. But when you go with them, they will also make sure they will protect you. Into out you for no omunim dia no moye. And omusu ni memran said na obi kasa memran enye explicit as the omunim. Ubisa out you for no omunim dia omoye.
Oh sir
omunim
PR ne kai.
And omusa nim dia beba. Said dia beba na nkosi because at the end of the day no ye ba be to aba meto ama.
Into ni madeba kwa Maxwell Mesa rekwa Christian ebusa about these players are they accepted to play this game. In the third decision, nothing was being said about those players. So I'm sure say at the next time a different club will and aren't you now you saw another set of what they know say a company said they are aren't you bit you have almost players almost agree to go on the field and play once they know say I am not Maxwell.
So RTU are in the good books of the authorities at the FA. And they will have a way, punishment, but punishment one way or the other, they will be protected. But a team like Agro, if you are not in the books, the same laws now, you team Nefrim. You see the system they are building. And they say, because all share their FA president, ne vision, ne aspiration, ne plans or the two just say football in Shenansa. Now they head their all year directly a power. They don't meet in any way. And as I make a meboa, they don't in some of the catchers, Tomano, near Becca's or Montoma, any Adinano, near Najatum's okay, a Tomano or vision or bet Naso at your bay directly the opposite. The question is why? The why is that or more yeah, Jumanam or more. Or more you saw money dino or money anyway near did to enrich themselves to make them better and more powerful at the expense of Ghanaians who will be instead no redundant, weak and poor. So one says our system na said in ya can the same thing. My main show but next year ABC the same thing on bear. Do you think so mom was the sebi omo nya crash for munko school omo nim nyansa. Sebi omo ohro manim ko esoro enye fom. Omo nim be ni da ho. If we don't force them, the only way to stop them is to force them because Ghana belongs to us, not omo. Yeni edi omwesi woso omhwe be japade na eye dia minim sa wote ase a enti nipa 2 na betumi a stop om 1 ya aban no so a ono ankasa de nka emi se we mu na ye enti wo no sebe sa wonye correct e de na wo so obi so onye correct a wo ka se wo so ukọ ha no untumi enti na aban so untumi ngahwe demonstration ya chema mu ye. Look at the things obudi good just like yemfanye Ghana for but you feel say enye kwanti emu ba kwa da mienu enti sebe impredias so mo ye no so ma dwen wo from kremu mienu ana miensa ye implement ya emu Ghana football parliament da o mo so ya je ye behwa ya ye nya agidi o mo so parliament do ma agidi a egosin the public interest committee na wo parliament da so mo hwe nyoma why are they not working? because you know behind the tournament bomb bekobi. Exactly, those are the thought. Rollins before he died said something. Say at the highest realm of power, it is not about the people; it's about themselves. And you wait say now you did that you're only joking. Into the tune is a bind say or stop them say anti bind on say bongo. You know no angasa or build a friend is saying community stadiums amanko from Bajota say say udi biba on udi ani nyinae. Into no better no akoka. Andy, I hope so. What I didn't make and I say. Aside that, young people so you bet me a stop on, but young so young, me then I suggest say me max or me na me or power and can media say 1 year young kagana boss him. Now bet me. Obey me domain to win it. 1 year young can on my leg nasam radio bianca. Or the blasters be born na foreign here, but can hear his or message and as back out, can we do it? Ian to be called on be it was session of money on bed that call mono abo. Ain't ye? It's a macas ye Ghana born here born. Oh, dear Herman say, ya yen you name kit one, but what I say, any ye bush for neighbor. Of course, some of us your place a bobby. Ain't yeah, but the reality is I think a median bear one. Near I said you are muy into the young 1 year young can end the 2 months there 2 weeks. 2 weeks on best start stop. If these things are happening there. And Andy say, oh, leader. No, nye na dwen say or yema ne subordinates and as mo mudi na tina ye. Nemum or yama no Andy, utna ho 200 years kura enkoi umobreu. Sani your system no governance ne bibia ekoso Ghana ha. Omo dano is about what they get. And you pa say amamenye say me max o sia meka sa ma efe di ombe bia meka say ye na me nam radio akra ne kuma say within short time menye. Me this short almost out me. Mami ko ebi ma ba with this short time. Ba o tre say yenye ni say be o bi anfi. Into a system normal building. It is not that they don't know what they know what they are doing. Because I don't know the day be kwa kwaba. Into obe say on clubs na ye da call like only omo ye fine. Say be a bedroom or they will vote for you. Into the system is that say oh sorry oppose ya be you free. Me say their way mo ye any the RTU ye. What are the difference? Any as go their difference. We more crowd they create more dangerous. Because as go there we still not been able to establish players now ye ban your more as go. Yeah they call cars then is here. We freed all of them. The players na ball fixed match they freed all of them to an extent that if mukra o me say FA no kra ne den. It just got the pata players and asema make am ebo. Now when a players ni na agya to say omo impersonated they say ebia me max or na me say me ye one di na me bobo. Na one di say Ghana pa say yesronya na Ghana ye ka say Ghana nyanya me so man ne ya atwam anya no kore ye nyina ye live fake lifestyle including majority of ya so funi omo ye fake bebre na ye fake me can't true me bebre na ye fake so op say o push me a metro di ncha obetima say because nyoma ye wa hanan di say yesum Ghana ye abosom so man di anka ne ye nyina ya hye because ade a ye wa ha no o dwene na bisa is this really Ghana? It is a way. Nasa Rwanda, Ethiopia, Tanzania more fire players are. And the sunny says Brunei that es Salabefebi. Seychelles more befa because I didn't hear the man as a one just you know 1 yen one protect here. Saying I go for Africa resources maybe. But yen yes serious impehunim the entino. See to me if I hear Brunei betuko. Anasema meka meboa enti ye de ade ne ma ona se wansua ho nyansa ne nim de a ade no benefit enti obetum diska bebre de amasa bi obi a oni ska ho nim de ade o de sa de kan abrel. This is what we are doing in this country. Enti andi media issue me nanse dru as ansem we bi kwa me ntumi discuss bim because me hu de America is America de
see the penny enti
o penny wa kan mo so mo ye no mo so mo nja enti obe de sisi ameno ye no ye be training na. But we don't have the power to influence. What we can say is that we only suggest and tell them this is right, this is wrong. Do you not obedience in the school? No, so on the school they be at the open say on the school they be on Henry. and the what as almost they be ordinary. Also, teachers said there be other than school no person worry. Oh yes, saying school na hewodia. Dear here's a man for bank.
Say obiness, but where there, what the guy say, eh, dear, or mine, dear, no,
since your mind and say, a your modia, and the answer you heard almost all money your way. Na sabin kase Ghana ya wo hoi sem penifo pa ye serious e man omo mo je man ni si ho omo mo kon ye je man in history o ma Ghana be dane Ghana na omo pe bia di no so omo pe omo lifestyle ni bi no omo fa nkom be jam we akoso 7 nkola e bobo ni ade nyina ye tu om ka 3 and 4 and 5 and aban no ni eno kra nya illegal o Ghana mrem sports minister na sports minister no heading Lady Hanson Putti for our ex-president from Mohammed Muscana, the board for our press conference. Even communities now who see stadium, my mom, baby, Saxim, me boy, Hini, right? And a last would be by Tamale Munes Arden. And Mumbe Mau, fame, oh, quite because our sports minister in a band, Akabush. And Tinipa, we were ready so baby Biabo. And the only baby, the emphasis one is so and no more. Oh, she say enjoy san your manner and I'm very scared mom there was surprising me serious because me being a young guy with him. Now there are so many young men around him and come more ban and your mode innovation be beba. Ebi adie bi eni ono mo de abananke ehu se ball no e koha and so what I say. But clearly say o compare de bia Ghana yetumi e meche say de obeba no na ese nka wa makura nke. And I really think say yeah abinding is serious because on my be anu an ball na ne sports be develop here abinding nimu ensa yenko America other than oka sports all together America is the best. Obviously England league no mo bona agidi no abinding ni contribution enim. Saudi Arabia abinding contribution enim. Even Germany nya abinding contribution enim. Ewom na Ghana ha na abinding contribution ye dey.
Black Stars.
And black contribution ye zero. Oh, I saw Munimshe. Omunimshe was awesome. I saw Munimshe was now the only then it's Muni baby. Meanwhile, Munina more to kwa broches the acratic for Munim. So why not doing it? I dream money. And I'm beginning to believe say Ghana and penny for and young penny for say be or more but Ghana or more when you know your company for mom dear so you're too wicked. Or your bush your penny grom person ne bush any akola bedi. Or kwa ben moi. There so mo hwe ye youth ye no mo nyo no ma sa de sika na pay ye girls enye de omo ya no anan de asema make am ebo oni omo ye adwuma for them to pay you well to condition well so be bobra no onye da obesisi usa adan Ghana seven penifo no bebre o ka kra sika se bebre adan omo ye wicked sa they are very wicked because they don't think about the youth. Now business and obi so obi bedi j independence no John no kwa no an ko besi factories go 300. Now factory 300 and the bacho uti on kwa obusu afo ese no be adwuma nyanko for the be adwuma enti so when your leader or like or person demanding call for or might be a bia who read Israel leaders or mudim they fought for their people and but they did not fight for themselves. In Tandy, media may have fair seminal, me who dia menka, because Obi the on there saw law legal on watch him. But Obi almost said that Omonim do moye, Miss out you and Cassa, and son on Bessano, no more test water grounds in Anim do moye, to Omonim where the veteran in John Nasmoka, ye vejatum, and ye jisma bianco, ye becasa own to me, he can't even oppose anything, he knows what they are going to do. So being your being so being a sask and a scowy crano, see, I investigate ya, ye the abomuntia, Okono, ye can see a tria now try. Huh? Sisia, me de habase betia. Ona outai. Na matro books. Enti Andy, seriously speaking, Ghana Kasano. Me makasa head office or concert the whole world there's somebody bagana.
Maxwell Nana Essien na wati ninkano. Na mamintu also enka se said yeah a Kashaton and I was this year Kasana Kashaton no a Airtel